Dear students, welcome Study and Learn Academy. I am Dr. Galpat Nagda. Today we will start class 12th biology CBSC board chapter reproduction in organism. So the first important slide regarding this chapter, that is lifespan. So there is a table which is showing various organisms and their lifespan. So you can see mayfly 1 day, butterfly 1 to 2 weeks, crow 15 years, crocodile 60 years, man 100 years, parrot 140 years, tortoise 100 to 150 years, wheat plant 6 months, banyan tree 200 years. So these are the lifespan of various organisms. Now the next important thing, types of reproduction. So in this particular slide you can see the table which is showing there are two types of reproduction. One is asexual, another is sexual. And what is the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction? So the first important difference between asexual and sexual is a single parent is involved in asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents, a male and a female, involved. In asexual reproduction, no formation or fusion of gametes. There is no fusion or of gametes in asexual reproduction. But in the case of sexual reproduction, there is a formation and fusion of gametes. Third important difference involves mitotic division in asexual reproduction. But in the case of sexual reproduction, involves meiosis. Individuals are generally identical, or you can say clone, in the case of asexual reproduction. But in the case of sexual reproduction, individuals shows variations. And example, offsprings. Now the modes of asexual reproduction. What are the different modes of asexual reproduction? So the first one is fission. And fission can be divided into two categories. One is binary and second is multiple. The second mode is budding. Third, spore formation. And fourth is vegetative propagation. So these are the four important modes of asexual reproduction in various organisms. Now you can see in this slide the fission mode, or you can say binary fission, and the example of that amoeba. So you can see a parent cell, a single cell. In first state you can see, then the nucleus present in parent cell divides into two. So two nucleus divides in second step, and you can see in third step the cytoplasm divides, and ultimately two daughter cells will formed. So this process is called binary fission. Then you can say multiple fission, and the example is ant amoeba. Multiples means more than two. So you can see a single cell of ant amoeba having a nucleus and cytoplasm. The first nucleus is divided into two, then two nucleus divided into four, and then four nucleus divided into a various number of nucleus. Then the cytoplasm or cytokinesis occur. So number of ant amoeba, not only two, number of ant amoeba formed. So that particular type of fission is called multiple fission, because multiple ant amoeba will formed. Now the next important, that is budding. So the example of budding is hydra. So you can see in hydra, a parent hydra having a small bud in right side, and that bud will enlarge through nutrition, and ultimately that bud separate from parent bud and form a new hydra. So that process is called budding. Now the next is spore formation, and the example is fungi. If you see in fungi, so there are two parts in fungi. Stroke like part, or three parts in fungi. Stroke like part is called sporangiophore, and the part in the bottom of sporangium is called columella, and sporangium having the spores. So the spores formation in sporangium, so that type of asexual reproduction found in fungi especially. Now the asexual reproductive structures. What are the different structures that are asexual reproductive structures? First one is motile microscopic zoospores. Motile microscopic zoospores, and the example is Chlamydomonas. Second structures are conidia. Example Penicillium. Third, birds found in hydra, and fourth structures are gemmules. They are found in sponges. So you can see in this slide the zoospores structure, then you can see the various types of other asexual reproductive structures. Vegetative propagules. So you can see in plants, so there are very vegetative propagules like runner in oxalis, sucker in mint, tuber in potato, offset in water hyacinth and pistia, bulb in onion and garlic, rhizome in ginger, bulbil in agave, leaf buds in bryophyllum. So you can see various vegetative propagules found in plants in this particular picture. Now the next important reproduction is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction events, so it happens in various stages. Sexual reproduction happens in various stages. The first events is pre-fertilization, second syngamy and fertilization, and then post-fertilization. So these are the three sexual reproduction events. And pre-fertilization can be divided into gametogenesis and gamete transfer. These are the two events you can say on in pre-fertilization steps, or you can say events. Now the pre-fertilization changes. The first one is gametogenesis. What is the meaning of gametogenesis? So you can see it is the process of formation of haploid male and female gametes. Gametes may be homogametes, or you can say isogametes, or heterogametes. In heterogametes, the male gamete is called antherozoid or sperm, and the female gamete is called the ovum. Pre-fertilization changes. If the parent body is haploid, gametes are formed by mitosis. If diploid, gametes are formed by meiosis. An organism may be homothallic oblique monoecious, or heterothallic or dioecious. Now the next important events that found in pre-fertilization changes, that is gamete transfer. After the formation of gamete transfer is a very important step. So you can see fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. So male and female gametes must be brought together for the fertilization. In some organisms, both gametes are motile, algae, but in most cases, male gamete is motile, whereas female is not. Algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes, water is the medium for gamete transfer. Pollination is the method of gamete transfer in higher plants, as pollen grains contain male gametes. The number of male gametes are thousands times the number of female gametes, as there is a loss of male gametes during transfer. In dioecious animals, there is a special mechanism for gamete transfer. Now the next important step, that is syngamy and fertilization. It results in the formation of diploid zygote. In some animals like rotifers, honeybees, some lizards and birds, female gametes develop into organisms without fertilization. Such a phenomenon is called parthenogenesis. Now the post-fertilization events. What are the different post-fertilization events after the formation of zygote? The events after zygote formation is called post-fertilization events. Zygote development, first, type of life cycle of organism, and second, the environment it is exposed to. In algae and fungi, it develops a thick wall around it to resist desiccation and damage and undergoes a period of rest. Organisms showing haplontic life cycle, zygote undergoes meiosis, while organisms showing diplontic life cycle, zygote undergoes mitosis. The zygote develops into an embryo. Embryogenesis involves first cell division, second cell enlargement or growth, and third cell differentiation. In oviparous animals, zygote development occurs outside of female's body. They are egg laying, example like reptiles and birds. In viviparous animals, zygote development occurs inside of female's body. They give birth to young individuals, example mammals. In plants, zygote is formed inside ovule, where it develops into embryo. Then ovule becomes seed and ovary into fruit. Germination of seeds produce new plants. Now the types of fertilization. Fertilization are two types. One is external fertilization, another is internal fertilization. Syngamy occurs outside of the body of organism in external fertilization. Large number of gametes, male and female, are released into surrounding medium, and example are bony fish and amphibians in external fertilization. Syngamy occurs inside of the body of organism in internal fertilization. Number of ova are less, but large number of male gametes are formed, example birds, mammals and earthworm. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you very much. Goodbye.